Pacho a wo ho nsem na ye den dia ma pa. Ano pay di obetimi aye nyina no ene say when the grace gift to be din komo. Na one be jo so na fi omo tu yare ni nyina no ase dia ma. Pacho bema sexual weakness na edi wonya. Na udum paso a wonti me boy juma. Ano pay when the grace gift for any komo one be jo so pa. What you are Kumasi, one more Shim School Junction, Barricade Main Road, and what you know. But your bank, I want a new Ashimota Petroleum Estate, Common Family Life International School. They are directly upset and pay for one more number Joseph. But your friend 0246 518003 and our face 0543 320030. Now, when the Grace Gift of our clinic and laboratory services, any command pay. Dr. Grace Adaroma. My John Betty are reading in no I said the amount. And my papa would jam my and more eso na echi. And more you correct pa. As a winner be na with the key and mutua, what your echo pa. In Arabia no ending. Abo ending. But you are too more said you give me a sim. And I saw more come pa. I am more I will Ghana here. Na a more no, but you're a grano pa. Now when you be now the one quite good to say your life soup, say your grano soup. And sit through a bank quine or the air take a dear chess one. But you when you be now dear. The whole day a back career. St. Louisa, local rice, and pay may come for the amount. St. Louisa local rice, but your head there. And also add the pan. A more great taste, and pay our water maintain. But your weekend event in the air, Wahobia. Who ye wedding engagement, but they party in a way and patch we hear rice. You so a St. Louisa local rice. Nafanua Wunia de no nashe. The feedback I want Casa will be here. I don't pay they come for the amount. Restaurant of one to choba for Muno Munto. But your fear more. Every house deserves a St. Louisa rice. I don't pay my anyway here, sir. But you could jam my shot was so bad. St. Louisa local rice. When you be Sifia, Mofrano, or the dinner de Bia. Ede, a come. Na the teacher what the angwafra watch mu kakra edi bi fa shenche no jai no pay bansan kabi na what the taste you here for the very first time what the masega edi bebe na no pay wo pe no dudu mu atu apacho be ko La Paz one more adjacent vehicle ba ewo eye police container no enchen ho ape I don't pay St. Louisa healthcare for that one more and a day St. Louisa local long grain rice and the abedja mine so you mako ede I don't pay for one more on 0277 452742 0277 452742 and also say for 0546 242343 gone past 7 mame kwa homane so da mene Samuel Amoa eni nkomo one ye member of the communication team at the GPLT yo na and they know say wo be kaya the drivers unions ahodo no say wo mo to car sentiade mu by 20%. Minister said there be one in the ministry ni nyina ama akwakoye nsempii na we are told say nyame ya adoma benada ebe no wo mo any minister any ministry no ebesi enkonwa na ne tentene ne tietie nyina ne say drivers ne say lubricant ne boa yeden afi spare parts no ne boa yeden aban so e de eye VAT value added tax no what the biya keka homa percentages ni nyina no akodanim and when in 2024 ya ye womi abaya introduce the friend no emission tax enti car biya no a wo use biya say ye commercial na private ubetua to 100 cedis e de ama ban said the beya emissions eno no eko yum na ye ka climate change won sensem no ni nyina na ban benya sika wo de ebebo ho ebra ni nyina no ye enyina so a driver unions ahodo ni nyina no ejina so a wo mo e de presa ka asentiade entomoy. Sorry, good morning, I just saying.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Nyame adom ya ho pa Fisher Paso.
I've been commentary na bronya na mantelka.
Oh, I ask Mr. Speaker. Bronya nko na me bomb pipe na nko mu ntun hye da.
Oh, sir.
Kone nko yesa.
Na be do tu bronya na hye da.
Obi kai. Bidia stands to.
I see. Sabe na akwase mo ni minister mo wo banta. Da bia no ya na ye free say mo jojo na afi mo come to finality. The percentage of increment mo pesa mo deba. E ba ne say na we de asem mo am minister amane kra. Mo am de mo pay ye de mo ye.
Mr. Speaker, me da asem ani chia wati fo ahwefo no pay. De o mu nyina say no kre. Na nka o ka hyenka dwuma de a na ye share transport ministry na se. Na bibia nso ekoso ewe ya hyenka dwuma no ya na ye ni omudi nsa wo so a ye ni ni say ye ne dada. Na ekoba ne say na nsa bi ntem na akoye se ministry na yinani de ama ahyenkafo ku batan GPRTU na ye how bi ni ade a ye tutu ho anamo no na enya ade a omoje yeso shaase efiri bra aban ebe introduce sa emission taxi a o chese shen bia afi mu ni nyina na obetua 100 Ghana cedis ani ebe yen hwehwe mu se emission tax na no ani pollution tax yetua na dada e o fango so later bia yeto bia na ye 10%. Enti hu ni enti aban besan aba besan beje another can say pollution tax biom e kwakọ solve the same problem. Enti no enu achi nso ni VAT a odi assign beto non life insurance policy so. Enti ye share na afei spare parts bo akosoro no mpo de ye ase kan wasem early last year e wo bra ban introduce e can say other taxes big import duties so omonso ekofa niama no na say ombe yi na ya abode a no omonso de egu spare parts so yen so na e bi say ye to ni ye cars nti ye share no na ka say station ye uko workshop ahudo bebra cars bebra say si wa ye ntimi NCC no eno na ye chro krata de call parliament na ye shase frefre ni hesan campaign for fre yewura no transport minister no na ya hwese yebetima hwe na yetima ye niama hu bibi but ye hwe ya na enkoso yesa emfa mayen erinti no last week ya enampenin fo shia se dabi although aban introduce emission tax no ama parliament pass and starting year adwuma and a VAT in starting year adwuma nenso spare parts are yet no oma tutu maybe 100%, maybe 150%, maybe 200%. Engine can any ton be 35,000, a pigeon move 15,000. Oil and a ton 120 cities, a pigeon move 250 cities. Tie a can say small cars over and ties here now home use yet on be 350, 400. A pigeon move 650, 700. And yes, and a monkey thinking yesterday. Acquire said your cars and also a baby and I say to be a road worthy. Yet to me, yes, you can yet me see you. It is an a bad dear. Yentin and tree are sent to a boom kakra. Ebe yentimi ensisi ya hyenfensi kwan so na yenso yetimi dia sontima mfo nti ya no na yeba abonten se yetu action abomu ohamu nchichema duonu na nka take effect from coming Wednesday 24th January 2024 na numu na anche ene yehunu se transport ministry na afi de krata abonten se with the public should disregard yen percentage na na say increment ayede ba no yeti no anye yede because ya bo puluma umie na ne dia fe ye dia yenso ye ho besan ye kaka afi da also public in this regard enti ne ba ne sa no na afi esese omofre the leadership of GPRTU enti no nkita hodie course no ye ko ba nyina ne se ebena de ebe empanimfo ebesi nkonya with the transport ministry no na afi ye disantumi hu nkomo na mu assistance now ne de ye krata e wa abonten kire se ntumu eba eye wukuada eye 20%.
Okay. Ati we no ebe ya dia ministry no ebe have impact was one will it be some more kwa renegotiate percentage and more person more to so no ana mo agree to their proposals ebe free minister hoaba.
Oh sir obesha unza nansen no concern for any other unions we be can the 30% be by ye work ni amano na mpa se ye agine pepe panke bebru 30 nipo na mum ye hwe na eja ye keka ni amabo mutiti bi fi so na ye ba to arrive at the 20%. What I'm saying is minji ni say 20% in sakrabeti mi abem na mum no sankita hudie na ewo the transport ministry ni the leadership of GPRTU na eyira no ɛna ɛbia mpanimfoɔ pɛ sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ na saa cordiality no atumi aba na abere biara no communications bi ɛbɛba out biara no na ɛmfa ɛnkɔfa mente me ho ase biara ɛmfa ma because for some time now no yɛ na yɛfɛle sɛ asɛ ɔmo neglect yɛn ɛwɔ nneɛma bebree mu because nka yɛnim sɛ aban wode ɛtuo bi ba a ɛtoɔ no ɛyɛ yɛn ahyɛnkafoɔ na yɛbɛtua nka wobɛtumi a engage yɛn wobɛ engage the leadership no of the transport unions na ɔne ɔmo di nkɔmmɔ emission tax a yɛka ho ase ni minia emission yɛ da ɛyɛ pollution ɛnyɛ wusie na epie fi yɛ kaa to no ɛno ano no na saa toɔ yɛ tua ɛwɔ fango so wotofu a akɔtoa baako mekyerɛ 1 litre bi a wotua 10 pesos enti yɛn calculate sɛ the number of vehicles a ɛwɔ Ghana na sɛ wotɔ litre biara na sɛ yɛgye wo 10 pesos a yɛnhwɛ sika aban ntimi nya firi mu yɛnhwehwɛ m kora hu sɛ aban ntimi nya about 800 million Ghana cedis ɛde free ɛka ne sɛn saa pollution levy mu nko a ɛyi a enti climate bɛn a na wode sesɛ nti ɛno wantimi a wosan kɔkɔfa edin foforɔ de abɛto so asan bɛtaxe yɛ ahyɛnkafo yɛ biom meanwhile no nyɛ nko a na yɛ cause pollution there are other big time factories ne ɔmo hyi bidie saa na nkwanserefoɔ yɛ ɔmo hyi ɔmo nam ni ade you see ɔmo cause more pollution than even the drivers. Into taxi that are on pollution now. Why do you have to go and come and tax us another kind of say pollution levy biom now best sana mani di infofro. Into the sanka bibi sana nka ban eto nsa de frɛ ya. Na nka yenso ya kyerɛ ya adwen e de akye. Na emom no ekoba nse bibi a omo nto nsa frɛ. Ye be hu a no mo de aba. Omo de ban so no mo de abegu ye so. Until this time around, no say nyame adom na say ministry ni frɛ e benadana. These are some of the things that ye be pinpoint the actual omo say. Niam bi o omo engage yen. Ni nya clear understanding about it because me nim say pollution in emission is different wo mu they are yet to tell us. They the same there. Then why are they, giving us a double taxations? Very bad. Enti no ye hwɛ nim say nyame adom benadano beka kushia afi ya hwɛ dia ebe free maba.
Very well. Sorry, enti yebehwe na ebrada nso de be free maba no mama Ghana for nso aso ache. Why?
Let us be bring that speaker.
I don't pay my bill now. Say, enti Samuel Owusu da me no edin kombo about the air cost within the transport sector and enti we wait to see the outcome of that particular engagement with the minister in charge of transport. Now what you mu video footages be APP. Na ni nyina no has to do with Urakuku anyi de ho. Ene Professor Mills. Ebusuafo a womo kokosra obampanyin Nana Dankwa Ekufuado na womo ko demand autopsy report of the late president. Na enumu ana President Ekufuado edi nkomo no wocheche mu a kwan a wafa so a woboapa eyi nani ama enkrofo ewo ekonfi na waya na adwen se womba mpunto nkoho esanse wono ankasa na damfo ore kujo womoto aba editia no enti eno no ho nkomo na kwakofa nsem bebraba ma yenti obampanyin na adodanko ekofa no pacho join your live wo Facebook no eso na bra na fa wadwenche de nyina no ebra yebeje na yakenkan ede aba ma yenti obampanyin na yemra
kakra atokujo no ye MP wo me man be minister or deputy minister they need to say when you say Namson so be sha say bibi amamo akufi na anko actually election for by no free hall na no nyina ka ho bi na kakra mitwi akasa mi me kakra atokujo no ye MP wo the man be a minister or a deputy minister they need to say when you say Namson so be sha say bibi amamo akufi na anko actually election for by no free hall na no nyina ka ho bi na kakra mitwi akasa mi me.
All right, enti amapayin na adodanko Ekufuado ma me kwa ahoma no so na me ne kwa ojagado eni nkomo wono ye constituency communication officer edema the National Democratic Congress ewo Ekonfi constituency no emo kwa otimeka good morning Kessben senior to saying
me nyame adom za ache hen
very well anopaye da say enti first of mo hu the assertion na amapayin na adodanko Ekufuado ameki about a comfy and any environment. I mean, what you be by the minister to Kujo the expectation is a constituency no be hwene so na wo mo ahwe ni bonyam hya omampanyi dia mamo na mo to abama no ankoba ne sa for that reason omampanyi so ono so yi nani mamo in terms of development sansemi comparing that to the air coso on the grounds, you know, saying Anna is it here.
You mean anapay major way free test in nama mawankasa ache na mechia weti efu na so na ya da wana so de waje pin na na pay wori tie yen so you be said there mama pin ni kan no enye za orokodo wo akunfi a ono za ona nke be kan ne o man pin no ntwa atra no kwalitro do no man pin ni kan ona me de akunfi bibia na nyi ho orokodo wo akunfi sisiara ndi so man pin ka de waji ne nya ma akunfi wo akunfi mpuntu sema na che da oye no kwa na ma omama oye no kwa na ọmọ yehu na ọmọ mpanyin dza ọkan ọyẹ dza na ọreyẹ oditi akunfiman a ọno nye dẹ project kura na dẹ bi start fi ọyẹ 2016 dibeti nne ọmfa ne nsa nkan ekọ ebrama there is a get fund project akra there is a get fund project you let me these two for the 2016 yehu bibiara bioma 2020 election ne mu no na road bia ofi mankesi mezoko suprodo asafa edumafa asokwa abakaji besi oye akokrum that road no so manpin na nkasa ye de nko wo ba beye nti wi ye hunna machine service si kwan no do right after 2020 elections honorable Francis Kingsley Atukujo lose the elections na machines ni na ye we ofi ho say ye rekebioma amanpin na nkasa de agenda 111 Zabai. Dama agenda 111 no so na nanu ma wo kunfi ye da dam za ho wange so ba ma asase. Nya za obaya za oboton but in shisheka kakra bi na ho peda wire no ho because you hear district hospital the whole district there's no district hospital. Your health centers in 2016 John Dramani Mahama Brahim Polyclinic o anakwa. Inti that agenda 111 by Nananum Fiudo, it is something that they could also, lobby for. If they have the land, it is only for the Mampayine there. Obama on approval for the project to come to a country. Meaning, I'm in your case. Nananum to one, I'm on a 2. Yes, and Kaja and 111 who a country. It is a day, but then I was sorry, no Mampayine Bacade. Onam the young to a bound farmer. Francis Kingsley Atukujo nti wage nya makunhia yanka no manpen we atwato oye no kwa na za orokodu nyina no so no manpen na so we make sure there is nothing project biano has to come to a halt because we didn't vote for the candidate who are election 2020.
I see. Now after so manpen e kan no just as you put it a constituency the more et say how are the constituents taking the statement on Mampenyi Emeki?
Minia, Eba constituency anymore, 3 days, and especially in the 3 days, every community I monitoring will be when you see 2 or 3 people that worship origin Koma, it is about this issue. Now, even there, I am Crawford Yaw. So Mampayine Sanka BBI yeno arehoa 1992 I shared this particular friend then Republic I say the fourth Republic. NPP has never won the parliamentary seat in the country until 2016. Francis Kingsley Atukujo Oborine seat in Ozama NPP. At the same time Mampayine Nana Adudanko Akufo-Addo Naraso only in the seat. Now, from that period, 2016 to 2020, the question we should ask ourselves in a day, Honorable Francis Kingsley Atukujo, Ebenazi Noye. Monam who means Yako 2020 elections now, Okolusi. Bear in mind, so that 2016 over 2 Honorable Abeku Krento.
Yeah.
And at 2020, Honorable Abeku Krento signed Bible tree. given that, it means that the constituency did a comparison of the 4 year of Abeku Council and the 4 year of Francis Kingsley Atukujo, of which Honorable Francis Kingsley Atukujo was the deputy minister at that time. So it then baffles us. The constituency will put the two MPs who have had their 4 years each, and then realize that there is the need to bring Abeku Council back. Norman Payibakade, he has a challenge, and therefore he is punishing the people of Ekunfi for voting against his candidate who will oil 2020 election. Many are to train also. Now, Ekunfi for yet the Wadamasa Miwa and that. We send 4 years in a political season or a political year. It's a huge period of time. It is a good has been denied that opportunity.
I see. And moving forward, what do you intend doing? Will it be an advocacy? And as they say, Canada, you presume, sir, so to speak, maybe your best man just as he has promised.
Minya anka yenya yanka Mampayin manka what abroad there the heni na nyame adom nankasa wa pa ne muturu aka ne meje kunfufu abor agenda 111 o ma he bia anka yenyi boso yeni route akwan uwe kunfi insheda anye papadam ombra no mo hwe he route mfa ma hen. And you see, as I'm not Mampayin kan it is not as if they are the first year. No, or a cadamansa me, I'm a tumpo ya panicho. Nay, I catch any day on my paying with the so. We are mobile, Nabuahe. 3 solid years. And the Yasna had them without even knowing there. Morocco don't know. It was an intentional thing from the president himself. Or it's a cabinet decision. A cabinet, I wish there. We voted against a minister. For which reason, nothing should come to a Ekunfi, and almost all projects that are ongoing also should stop.
Yes, but I know, sir, there is an Ekunfi Jews. I don't know, falling under one district, one factory, right?
This issue has been coming up since I started that conversation on the president's unfortunate statement. Will you tell me that Ekunfi Jews is a government of Ghana project? This is a private partnership. And from what if this were to be a government of Ghana project, maybe it wouldn't have materialized. Tell me that project, the government would have even sponsored it, let me say, even 40% or 30%. I buy this what them project, do even 20%, saving this company. I don't think that it is very insignificant.
I see. Hold on for me. Now, Menchia will colleague Ebenezer Spiel, the NPP's communication director in the Ekonfi constituency. Spiel, good morning. As you're saying,
and I also want to say,
your call has been put on hold. Please.
Hello, Spiel.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Spiel.
Okay.
I know, sir, you've heard the statement of Mampayin and Adodanko Ekufuado, MK, about more constituency. Now, as executives are more constituency, Mampayin are making such a truthful comment out of the bag. Sir, I mean, was said that no yin anymore conflict because my former member of parliament constituency etu abetiano. Is this something that the constituency executives more worried about, Anna?
You remember that? Me chia if I would say Kessben and pay no work Kessben and pay now. I remember the measure after the market issue now, President Okano. It has been taken out of context. Now, Ghana so do the Mimbi election year. Kasa, Mabakabi will be more better. No, not all most mobile reporting. It's on your problem. But Mamankai, my brother, our home made just no so you could so you could be on Fantia or Confantia, or yes, I. More saying there, Seba Ekunfia. And then Nana Akufo-Addo, and one will claim there, where you name Mayano. If I tell you the kind of things I nyama why a development or your other
yes, be no mona wamoka, o mampanyina ne ka yetu na no mutuo se oyi nanima e konfi. So it is an emphatic statement.
My brother, more saying that on your that emphatic. More part saying there. No repu konfi kakra because na ncha no double feed or boam way to where develop area no. One to Abaman. That is what he's saying. On Chedo, we name my consider on fashion Beku. Better. Ebe Kufia for the first time since 1992. There are places people could access. Nipen to Munko, Noy Island. Nana Akufo-Addo Wabe bridge out to Hamon, Wotu Wakoba, Wotu Wogwa Bibia fine. A 1 year raid, but Nana Akufo-Addo, in the first time, Wotu was start construction. Western enclave of the whole community. In this occasion, as in there, one developer Kunfia. It is not right. He did not develop the place. Listen to the man's language very well. So be in
so as we speak, So, Spio, as we speak, you are the constituency communication director. Now,
that is right.
What are the significant projects under Nanado's regime and then under the leadership of former member of parliament, NPP, Etimia Meki, in terms of an impact in the constituency? Project in the beer, dear.
Number one, Otam, when you're landing beach, we construct a very nice landing beach. You will tell my brother there to listen to me because I've been listening to him. Why a night landing Jamotram? Western Enclave, them Americano, from Aquacum right down to Nananum, start the construction of the road. And most importantly, bridge no charge them community into the FN Island. Why be a bridge amon? Our bridge usable today. The vehicles are going and coming. 2, 3. Eba, Nakwa, he started an ice plant under the former MP. Expected the Onche about to the and that is a mini factory on itself. And my farmer was one aqua schools. And today, for the past 3 years, some of former past JSSBR, one troubles Nano through the government's get fund. What's the more? Several schools are. For 45 schools, no better. About 22 of them have ICT labs established by Nana Akufo-Addo now by through Ministry of Information. We have put more than 18 people in the services through Akufo-Addo, former MP Nensado. So Eba Assembly Nankasa. The construction of the new assembly block, it is almost done. And Nana Akufo-Addo. So many of Sika was a message for Modi Juma, Modi to Mpong or Abrabum. Baby,
I see.
So it is not like Oyinenua as undeveloped place, no. People should get it right. He said me menua because na Makomado Yipakono na want to Abaman. It is not as if he did not develop the place.
But
these things are going on, and many more.
But Kwao makes the assertion, said there are a lot of projects. Nanka Air Kosua, up to now, I stored those projects, And those
projects were started, all those projects that Kwao is making alluding to were started by Akufo-Addo. Yeah, there, Amama no be Akufo-Addo, but you do. Akufo-Addo now no shasi. Onye. So what are they talking about? The thing has been taken completely out of context. Look, and I look at that. In fact, it is not even the government does not own about 20%. Wow, the government started the whole thing. Farmers now was starting agro farmers now was starting Germany now buy no tier 1 cow 200 cedis a month. Working on their own farm.
Please wait. Your call has been put on hold. Please wait.
Hello, Spio.
Hello, I'm a call of Kaka.
Yeah,
they were working on their own farms. What you land in the government was paying them monthly. And Sana, whereby established factory with Exim Bank. You see, our first ones now here and here a kufu free juice. The truth of the matter is, the government owns a bigger share. On yet today, others na be obi ayenei na so onye no kaka na wa man loan. No, the government started the whole thing. Agro farmers now was started the wobia pineapple na ban o sha atutu awakaw. Nipa oda wa no kajeje asaso of Mustafa. Currently he is the organizer of our party now. Inti enya be there oba in way you undeveloped work. No. Me, I'm an education officer there. If I tell you the number of children who have benefited from that fund, MPP yabaino. Not that fund project be any baby or child would discuss it, but the people were the government, the MP then was taking that fund. And yabai first get that fund. 2, do you know what we did? We established 12 ICT centers. Oh, yes, the former 16, yes, one call a tertiary. Out of that. So it is not like I want to I want to buy no. I got me here way in your mono. Wasn't no buy no and then you were there could feature no or you could feel it.
Very well. Spill, Jonas,
what I maybe send there. Wasn't that and then you were there could feel from 1992 to 2016. What did they do to a Kufi? A Kufi, the forest community in Central Region. Why? They have voted for NDC for too long. That is the reason. Simple.
Very well.
So they shouldn't stop any development. Yesterday, Kufi, as we speak, Bibi Owe Kufi, I had the paper be able to appoint to Sebia. Monumental, I could not debate. Only, but you will.
Well, all response to the SPO are Canadian. I mean, what more justification?
Nah.
Kessben 92.9.
There is a landing beach. What they started doing in Wahonomono is breakwater. The assassin here or made the Wako Tom Wako landing beach. It is the same thing the economy where in other that project was never completed.
Oh, which I want to say premise phone I didn't for which
ICT center.
My Bobo schools now, ICT centers and one. I can mention them off head this very moment. I pay a member amount.
Us where the ICT centers. Where you see them ICT centers?
And I must say, I can mention it off head.
Please, Mr. Host. Mr. Host.
Kwame Appiah, just go ahead.
Very good. Us where the ICT centers. Which communities in the whole ICT centers?
And I must say, and the host will allow me.
You can mention them. If the host will give you that opportunity.
Yes, Obisa says schools, you know. I hear from my ICT centers, you know.
Okay, and you don't hear me. Only do not hear me. I'm a woman. Okay. What? Go to Atakwa ICT center or school. One a teacher now of ICT was friend George. In fact, Munipa, so he himself can attest to it. Eba, the next community, Otabanazi, Ebioho. Consultation on our headmaster then. Eba, Imuna, they establish you of Bioho. But what you say? Imuna establish you, so take note and go and check all those places.
ICT centers.
Oh, please, I'm telling you, you are not taking notes.
School Nankasa laboratory in the MP donate every 2-3 computers or someone. Is that what you are saying? That there was a proper ICT centers established in those communities. Also,
we don't listen to me. Say, the partnership is
how many computers are in those rooms? In the rooms?
Not less than 10. All these people are mentioned, the communities are mentioned.
You built a new ICT centers in all these schools.
Oh, but tell them in country where you are not listening to me and you are interjecting.
No, spill. Question Akwawe Bisa no legitimate. Obisa say is it new centers are more building the computers agum? And it is a mere a year room be a maji schools name upper computers agum. So which is which?
Host, the chopper, media teacher, in terms of all be some question I may answer. I want to give you the evidence so that you deduce the answer from it. Say yaba, community now. What you do is you give us a place. The amount 10 new computers. The amount motherboard. Your father teacher no educate training. In fact, Shake computers from India in a bit training teachers now. Almost started our program no. Your amount motherboard, more computers. Your amount printer. Your amount old, your amount laptop. Just say now also be mouse and your man at the good room. Now all establishing you. And all this community no so there woman say community ni party be play there. It is the MP then Atukujo who was helping the communities to make the places nice. We are not information service for no information at the computers now.
No reason.
Yes, committee.
If there is no school or 10 computers, no school no come.
Oh, but a list of the schools. A list of the schools.
You know, and I'm a teacher myself. I'm a head teacher myself. I'm a head teacher myself, and he is a education directorate. He was our staff officer.
And I'm so then go to the communities and ask them.
Yes, I know there was a project at your friend then Atabanaze and Ataka, which is not a new project. It was a donation of computers.
If it is not a new project, there were no computers there. Where's your room?
You know, still, let us be serious here.
What are you talking about being serious? What is I'm talking here?
Are you trying to tell me that he came from a country to give 5 computers to a school? That is a center.
I said 10. Call, listen to me. 10 computers.
And you know that.
No way.
The PC.
Over there. You people are not people. From 92 to 2016, more community now, and now everybody is seeing the clear difference. No matter for
all right, gentlemen, my man now say,
boss, let me establish this particular.
You can do any Ebenezer Spiel. My man now say.
Also, my own
establish 25.
We have established more than 17 ICT centers in the Ekufi.
My friend, don't lie to the people.
Listen, read it. Our teacher, our headmaster.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Kwame a communication officer for the NDC, and Ebenezer Spion, so a communication director for the New Patriotic Party. Now, President, and Koma Ukodi ye ana enono ede a year. Debate Kasiepa Ediaba a year a confi constituency no more, bringing us to 22 gone past 8. This is Kessben 92.9. Pacho join you live on Facebook na bra na mo adwen training na no emra mame emra na mabedwafo no atenase ache Charles McCarthy atenase wono ye editor in chief for the Hawk the Democrat no sanso so na minua bema Benjamin Insia is already seated in the studio. Energy expert, as they say, yes, lubricant ne boy day. Pollution levy no driver for any so much yada and the emission why no a buying side but it doesn't make any sense to them. Say a buying air con say idea they would want to increase their fares by 20% somewhere next week. And no plus many other and comma SCC na now you didn't know tough about at the ever. Just say matching. Na bombo card here.
Radaya na famu de. Akania nipa betimi aye aboa nipa amane ho atono. Eno na aka. Enti se ubisa me a kakra metimi aka na no.
Very
well. Ba beshia de.
Yakwa ba beshia de yo. Ba me bera chi ben ma chi. Na empom to say.
Na me adome ho ye.
Very well. You're ready, I say. Say, or the Aqua Babishia. We can go ye, dear.
Yamiadum, Akuyi. Say minua anka on share chain and the wash golden chain idiot him say. Koye my nyina.
I don't so free move by omudabe.
Oh, say
I should chain.
Oh, that mean can't me watch a CD, Mr. Wa, me watch a CD. Me see me.
Nah, that's all in the no quantity.
Golden chain so mo common.
You mean Sunday at studio? If you have some,
who I will say, I won't say, can you do this? wicked. You're fine. I don't know who we are, who are no alcohol, no two. Now, because this is unfair. Fair.
Very well.
It's an attack on my personality. So you can say more.
But that's Mammy Tio Chase.
I think, sir, President Akubi made Lorry fair in us for me and me. Because a idea, oh, yeah, they are drivers and I just too much, they will increase it. Beba. GPR to Nika. Sana, Minister of Transport. Oh, Nika. Do you get it?
Yeah.
A year na BRT cars, no, a year Juma effectively. And they will be Timaka, so we should disregard the purported the increment. In as much as ye nibi, and buying need reliable transport system. Now, a year the taxes need the they will continue to increase, and passengers who want to go to work. Who want to go to market and come will continue to pay. And when you put together measures, about addresses our concerns we are. And then for how long can we continue to be going in circles? Anytime drivers a person will increase it, the minister will come and say don't increase.
Yeah.
Men you say no. They must be planned. And for me, it's a waste of time. Precious airtime say you did can't sound seven. Yeah, you don't drink when you can see. It ain't a problem. But media Hammakers the President Anado Danko Akufo-Addo. A lawyer,
my microphone
a lawyer, and then a diplomat. Be a foreign minister. A kind of diplomacy. You should be on top of it. But Akufo-Addo has proven over the time, say, he's not just reckless, but unprecedented. He has proven beyond reasonable doubt that diplomacy ain't in a dictionary. Now, or no way na dia own team fan check. Do you get it?
Yeah, me too.
Yes. Speaker, let me tell you why my arrival at this conclusion say Nanado is unforgiving and is reckless as president. Okay, say Okokumasi.
Yeah.
Or no tech.
Tech, yeah.
And a host in the catcher and so
Kwabri
is the first you.
One more
coin. Now, one year or met to a betia or la common cause he doesn't care. So I'm on tour. This is the president speaking to his people for nothing at all. In the stronghold of your party, you must have ways of speaking to people. Respect the people who voted for you. Go and check the voter if you Kwabri, the Kwabri enclave, Obama MPP. Now, if this is your response to them, it tells you that you need respect for the people that vote for you. You are taking them for granted. See, people should cut us a slack. Sabi, omubuye nyina say ye Jimmy for. That is not what the president meant. Between you and the president, who is reasonable? Between who any president, who is sensible? You think he does not know what he's doing? A 78-year-old man. No. He's very intentional about the kind of things he says. Now, Oni Aflao, Paramount Chief.
Yeah. Interview with
Sefakai. Chief Nika about abandoned e-blocks. Many would tigana he say e-blocks have been abandoned. True or false?
True.
What was the response? On the uncle then, uncle to us, uncle trust no here. This is how cheeky a president of a republic can be. That you're finding normal. I say, why any one, why any two? I could find to call for me now. Okay. A president going to address a deba. Not a him for a ba abetrasi. You can't tell me say nanadra oye dishe ewo ekropon nimis ohini ni din obon say nanabwachi trumu the third deliberate. He repeated that. You see, this man can tease you. Obeya manayo ya no ko. This is.
I don't know bet me a slip of tongue.
A double slip of tongue. What do you do before you come here? You share near my words, you learn to pronounce them before you go. You're talking about president. A protocol no ho. So wouldn't me embo the tosuna you don't go and say true. You could have went Nanabwachi the third. Then you are gone. But obo Nanabwachi trumu the third. Deliberate. So most of me say deliberate. Call order do or call your campaign tia ni nalte banamano. Ni nalte banama de ye di ne ye de.
I can't hear cry.
Oh yeah, one can't hear cry.
Kessben 92.9FM.
That time, no what can you? What's say campaign? Do? Your purpose of going there, what wasting no? But Obibaka said, oh, he intentional. He knew what he was doing. That is Akufo-Addo for you. He misses nowheres. No pest or catch on son of what in no kind. Or see, and yet, me share that he did it intentionally because Oman Tuama Atukuju. Siga?
Yeah, just it.
Then Akufo-Addo is going to ignore a Kumfi forever. They won't see anything. Akufo-Addo is by this logic, SSC or ignore a Kumfi MPP for. Do you know why? Atukujo lost the primaries. December 3rd, 2023.
Often constituencies.
Often Atukujo co-election. Oluzuye. Constituency chairman, Nana Adu Okunkom Donko. Onya 264 votes out of 503 votes, 3 delegates. Atukudo nya 108. Another person, Albert Tete Enchi, enya 58. Ena Kwakuba Ofori, enya 73. So MPP Fuankasa, Atukujo. What will Akufo-Addo say about that? The Atukujo ye bomb. That is what he tells you. He's a waste person. Why the deputy minister of fisheries? You should have been accounting for Niawaye. Who did 2 million man or no? Then ultimately 2 million ye boa na nipa na man for. That is what Anadu should be asking himself, and not to be saying because you voted against my anointed son, Atukujo. So who anointed Atukujo? No, you waste product in the eyes of the people who vote that. You expect to say Omofanoso? No. And this is our president telling us that because the people didn't vote for him, this is the issue. Akufo-Addo call mepe. I don't catch mepe for. Say ya bad to na me hwe so ti amanfo atwa ba ma mianka me nsi ha.
You want to Obama.
Because Muntu Obama, this is the president telling the people. No, it's unprecedented. And a reckless comment coming from our president. Elsewhere, quickly now, Manfue SIT and in the US, in the UK, and the US and Kawi, they are impeaching him by now. But what? If it is the UK,
vote of no confidence.
Yeah, and by this time they are seriously voting live. We are vote equal. We are seeing it. They are voting, and we are seeing the vote. Life, what to they should be impeaching Anado for saying this. And says because the people did not vote for you, your your preferred candidate is that democracy. And Akufo-Addo is a lawyer. Unfortunately, Ghana Bar Association again who keep quiet about this misconduct of a member of the bar. He's a member of that association, Ghana Bar. But because bottles are now empty, they will not say anything. It's condemnable, and every right-thinking Ghanaian must condemn this comment from Akufo-Addo.
Very well.
It becomes obvious why some part of the country, deprive, staff of projects, because presumably they do not vote for presidents are yet to about mom. Hey, unfortunate.
Kessben 92.9FM.
May I say just say, Mami Emra Beninsia so na mintie no ben mami intie.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Kwame.
Yes.
Enipa nyina na enipa. I want to understand. Sometimes ebinum ye nneema bia so munye nipa. Omo kanse bia so munye nipa. Enipa nyina na enipa.
Obi ayi nipa.
We're sure. All right, okay. Anyway, comments by the president is very, very unfortunate. I don't know whether, sometimes researchers say, then you start suffering from dementia, right? Sometimes you start getting selective amnesia. Sometimes you are not yourself. You become like a child. Like, but I quite remember, say, Robert Mugabe, he was a brilliant man. He also tells you that sometimes IQ, will be idea different. And Robert Mugabe was a class of his own in terms of IQ. What is the two binum dear what you say binum mental retardation? And I think that as of my and son obey president, critically, one major thing I was saying, what dream. They say what dream. Because all the criteria now you parliamentarians na see o school say no sound mind. Do we even examine them? Do we run some mental status examination?
Yeah, and I must say no. Lawyer,
do we have to. It should be no. The echo suidie. No. Lawyer, the echo suidie until say be a because obey MP. And obey president, It was a psychologist who go through hospital. Now psychologist check you who say, actually, we are a person of sound mind and son wabijina say in trouble. Because some of these statements coming out, it tells us that some people are not of sound mind. Right? Some people are not of sound mind. Because a micro, minia, a micro. And a micro, obian to me empewasem. And obian to me new policy ni. And obian to me new member of parliament. Ni capacity and ability say obey to me are presenting a good bill or defend a good bill or a bill that is in the interest of their people. Enti na okuba bia was skirt and blouse obi wet matwa ba member of parliament run to mano because ogidi says sa nipa no parliament a enyemra papa bia no betima akoshe. So for a gentleman, is he a gentleman anyway? For a man in his stature, ebebabeka say manye bibia mamu biko man to mame. And this is not the first time. I think he's repeated it. It tells you the kind of adwene a okuta. Nchichemu adwene, mpaipa mu adwene, wo nka me ho a unibi. Koko football bo adwene. And it saddens me. I think that way has been a mistake. He is a mistake, and we should not repeat this mistake and some of these mistakes again. And I say repeat here, 2024 election, yes, very easy. Say yes, see constitution no, lawyer for no see constitution no. And say any sound minor. I think that and son of Babi Jina say betuabano. Yemo obi amfa the mensa status examination report no.
92.9 Asidankwa.
Ne hu say nipa no edamu kama ansa ne makojira. You see, not only the president. I heard Joe Wise when people were killed in Techiman. And Joe Wise's comments shows no empathy. Empathy can be saying. Obi only empathy biano sometimes we na dream o sabi. Anya papa because nipa da se need no matter what. E wo so nya tema. Kakra edima oyonko nipa. Right? And this is an unfortunate comment he made. We are all Ghanaians and obi antimi mpewasem and obi antimi ntumma. And obi antimi ntumma MP. And this is all develop or mine now all dreams or mine no be develop no based on say obi to amawa. Then Ashanti region, they will not even get a KJT market. All the projects in Ashanti, they could have not even had them. Right? Because we are an inclusive Ghana, inclusive growth. It's an unfortunate thing, he said. And sometimes, my end so man, because also some other be any day. But I think after this, no be on one dream who said they work on now to McCarthy's assertion that Ghana law bar, what is saying, Ghana Bar Association or that association should speak. I think it's an association. My point is say we should not force them to make statements on a lot of national issues. Association. And association, so most of association welfare organizations are to serve the interests of their members and not generally the interests of Ghanaians.
I would disagree.
Oh yeah, you may choose to disagree, but say oh kase Ghana ba I didn't know kase Nagrat in Kasa. I didn't know kase Utah in Kasa.
Of Nagrat, on your member of Utah, who is a member of Ghana Bar Association.
Oh,
but now Ghana Bar Association and measure omo members' conduct. Are you not aware? So they can withdraw your certificate based on your conduct.
I'm not aware. I'll never.
So I'm telling you. If you are not, I'm telling you.
But it is not mandatory.
It rests on them. A misconduct.
But it is not mandatory on them to make any statement on whatever their members do. And then she. Omopa and omoka. Omopa no omo say it was some car. So me, I don't begrudge them. More member cancer asking because just like Nagrat, UTAG, and other whatever association, no. Send the President's Association, President Kufuor also because
they don't have association.
No, but President Kufuor is a former head of state.
They don't have association.
No. I know they don't have an association, but he's a former member of state. And as a former member of state, some of these comments coming, childish comments, mental retarded comments coming from his junior colleague, I was saying he has to make pronouncements on them. Because I know, says the NDC candidate could make pronouncement on them, and Rebecca saw the politics. So, as a former president of this republic, a former leader of their party, some of these childish comments, I also making pronouncements to bring national unity, right? And lastly, I think the president wants his party to lose. No. Yes, the president wants his party to lose. Because some of these divisive comments, comments are able pushy party no kramana lose further. Some of these divisive comments, because to say obian to amount me nye bibi man now every community in Ghana will begin to reassess on more resource in 2020. No more can say yenya mpuntujuma because yan to this party into yenya mpuntujuma. Okay, and yen to mom ye to the other side. So the Benjamin Puntujuma. For example, maybe a confi, I don't know what the resource was in 2020. But the resource maybe 60-40. That's the one Yam Puntujuma. This year is likely to go to 80-20. Because if you do not tomorrow and one yamai, one consider omokro tomorrow no. And Yam Puntujuma. And then you the other side. Now the other side no any preku. No be Yam Puntujuma. So it also means that Nana Dukrano on per se. His Excellency, which I respect much, Nana Dokra, I respect his name. Nana Dokrano, onom pese baumia, right? On pese baumia, ebe president. He doesn't want the vice president to be a president because if actually he wants him to be a president, some of these comments no on mina no cranka.
Okay.
Enti yesreno. MPP for no so among Casantre. I think the general secretary of the party should speak to the president.
Sure.
He's no more the leader. He's the leader of the party. Is the president still the leader of the party?
No, he's the chairman.
He's the president. But I mean, there's a new leader, right?
No, but he's not the leader. He's a chair. You are a flag bearer, and there's a chairman. The chairman is the leader at every time.
MPP. The chairman is the leader of the party at any time. Not like the other parties where a flag bearer becomes the leader.
Yeah.
I think the chair needs to speak to the president. The secretary needs to call the president to order. Say same be bana won't make. And I've also observed that this president say we are for people and tuna nimne kase onko off paper no what to boom. So they say omo handle no. So mo say wanyini a obeka bibia yemfa paper anko tuna nim. Na onka based on the paper yes aminua. These booms are very divisive and emwa my Ghana no nenkanko enkosro.
All right, me that's
like Barack say yes I can. Don't let the worries of yesterday hold you down on this lovely day.
But I'm faster than be Emma's Global Link Limited for one more Adaroma. Emma's Global for Eddie will be too far. Pacho, I'm on any so I didn't know a crowd. Pacho, Peso Cotina Brotri, na Okoto our this year so announces Oko Ye Juma, na Winya Sika, Ego Bottom, Eddie Bebefia, no pay. Ma wakwanti ho dadwen ene adwendwen ni nyina no Emma's Global Link for Emfa ento omometry so adopay mekamfo ede ama UK na peso ko Canada Germany pacho Europe abroche bebia announce say ewiase bebia peso ko bia no one Emma's Global Link for any enkomo you student pacho bra wo mo be make applications ni nyina no ede ama na afi wo mo ahwe ma unsa account visa no professionals to say teachers and nurses pacho wa wo pese wo tu kwan ekoye adwuma ewo ho na okoto abrabo no so ewo ho no bra na one Emma's Global Link any enkomo bombeboa ahwe amabia koye afi artisans pacho ye mason ye carpenter ye plumber sankofo nyina no ye hiamo amama koye adwuma no pay one Emma's Global Link for any enkomo na ye beje so na afi yaboa wo citizenship application no oba na obedan ye nia ye beboa ama wonsa etimi aka enunti adopay oni Emma's Global Link for enkasa na womo bejo so 0504 203401 0504 203401 and also say for 0535 502499 na oni Emma's Global Link for any enkomo opomocha kwanya enkran one more ewo kaswa weja main road no eso White Cross one more West African Decor Tiles no ana edin shade man watch no ko Kumasi a one more ewo Asafo Labor one more Senate office no ana edi enhwe ni mo pacho omo phones any omo accessories there papa enti opay ko na koje wo there ebeboa uye pa Kanisa Ventures for Adaroma pacho one more akwakofa Kanisa Herbal Mixture no edi abedwa mai so Kanisa Herbal Mixture no numbia etu gonorrhea no ase syphilis no etu ase waist pain no wosisi yare no a entimi nkono pacho etu ni nyina no ase ede maw anopai ma wonsa entimi enkabi open dodo mo atu a ubetimi afre one more on 0247 887436 0247887436 and also say for 020 0202 990343 na one Kanisa for any nkomo anopay na wombejo so na womabua ama ondoni bi etimi atopa na eyade se Eclipse Collateral Management there pacho free something besin de nie womoje wajapade kracha no na omode aye adwuma ede ama na afi omotua commission ewo ho pa eno nti only Eclipse Collateral Management for any ensa woso anopay se ope collateral ede secure financial assistance bia from a commercial bank bia Eclipse Collateral Management and assessor oni womo edi enkomo anopay obetimi afre womo on 0266990920 0266990920 na oni Eclipse Collateral Management for any nkomo and also say 0302551877 na oni Eclipse so any ensa woso anopay na wombejo so ahwe aboa ama bibia so etimi aye kama pacho tweme na mintwa me ho enyi aboafo nkratwe me ba yebeto aso edi nkom
kona.
Kuya, when did you wait? Yes, baby, woman.
I saw him.
And Kuya, then echo.
Every run, so him say insurance and Metimako yo.
Oh, sir.
Nanka.
Wow.
Said your woman say, Mira insurance and when you be a man answer or Kwanya, what's happening for more?
I'm paddy.
And I know no bidon for be Chamia Seda insurance brokers at you.
Oh, sir.
Hey, when we are brokers in tea, so be boo fast, we your customer and quando be boo fast. For one crata semina brewomo. Claims your bedging in Amao. Almost sunny insurance companies P na yet juma. If we say omu ye brokers, as the insurance brokers, extra quine. Fadia wasa wo yom. Sika bien nemu. For one crata summer for claims and winina. Fakumo mudi yande say. We are omo customer. Efi. Omu ye life and non-life policy. E be a universal life policy. Education and pension providers. Moto, fire, theft, any comprehensive. Ayi you are one say ni akwansia nyina mu.
Eh, na sisia no agi omo musa no. Na no kwa no mo ye.
Sign your bid bond, performance, any advanced mobilization bond, any awodo pi mira.
That's ramete. Adepa ne ton ne ho. Kire me kwan no na me fa won konkonko check me how far.
Aseda insurance brokers wo Kumasi Aduma Seda House, first floor. Our numbers are 0242 850204 0542 815801 and 0546 170802. And crying so, Ubehunu Aseda Insurance Brokerage Limited, our Kessben Twin Towers, Circle, Yabe Vodafone, Betimia Freyen on 020 0080 Aseda Insurance Brokers,
a Jumanesi. No.
Oh, Efo, nade. Ukaza ro badia matisi kama yo wadia motoma sasi motu kwa blochi ko ye juma. Mama no sikade piada. Oh, majuma ko ye wo mi baye. Mabaya mi yiri ni bedi mafufro wo de mu osi wa jawi ra.
Cho! Oh, Medofo, can wa koma to yem. I have a perfect solution to your problem. When him say ensemble titi say muna emerima bebre efemu, ebitimi femu diewu, ebitimi ekuwon ho, ebitimi enya yare ahodo a ede won to anananom ewon siedo. Abra won brempo enso ye. Na ye wo dwumedi soronko a ya hyehye wo Kessben 92.9FM. Dwumedi ebaso eda ukwada enwumre nonso ekosi ne nonwotwe so. Na yasan ababiem eda memneda eye enwumre nonso krona ekosi ne nonwotwe so no. Mene ma bedwafo etena se na ya pense ensama hodo a emerima bebre FM a etete won na wonya kamafo ene nti ye dwumedi ya tudin se emerima wo haw na ya jeso se ye wo kasamafo emerima nka wa komanto wonyam na ade pena mene ma bedwafo ye beka mo nsem nyina de amamu numbers a obetimi afre abra wo pese ye solve problem ema eye 0540 357833 and 0270 253238. Mary Mawo how ye wo kasamafo.
Ajuma yefue me mama juma na mu business tete sen
bra me business kwa na ekofo
so wan come multi credit
dabi ma ko multi credit
me nso makwaje bosia ma na ye me ka o me twa susu se me de kwa kotua me kwaya kredo befu a ye de ato office no mu chese omudi me sika na twane o
so wan come multi credit
ane ma ko multi credit
me nioma abegu port ma ya me nyesika nkoyi deadline na twam ama aban de nsa ato nioma yi so sheka amabo
so wan come multi credit
no credit ma ko multi credit
emum ajadifo bia so den se mo come multi credit ya enka nya atom nyina entom me be kire mo ne multi credit to me ye woni ama begu port na woni account o multi credit kwa na be bo mama ne a wo be uni ama na ma multi say for 20 days to susu 20 days na chi no ye obenya bia ye bo ma bosia
enu bi na adwadifo hema akoye ya ene ne suto no abom ma bi no kane no na ne suto no emu ye hwe ni nanso ode no ho bom multi credit no ene ye ka adwadifo a ono nso frɛ no ho adwadifo hema
multi
credit
where bank adwuma bia savings current accounts Vigo MoneyGram eSwitch and MTN mobile money Bank of Ghana multi credit to me credit and wanya na Ghana ba bia be ko bia 03220 37418 someone come multi
na ye ni muntra
This is 92.9. 92.9 This is 92.9 the more variety. Perfect. 92.9. 92.9 the radio station that other radio stations listen to.
I'm sorry, that's now 54 after 8. This is Kessben. You go so 8 din come on. I watch no and some ho do afemo no and adope ye bosso e de ma no. But I'm a citizen ho na maintain citizen aje.
Mr. Speaker Majodo.
Mpomboko.
Yeah, menado.
I mean, I
pay utamofo no yenon kwadufo mete wonze and pay we free Kessben. Na you see sometimes because of partisan politics why the ye na adweno kro bibim na yesre mpuntu ba yekru no we end up saying no ye because it is a MPP communicator na let's say they're talking no enokwa mam baby saying there on us projects we are wash as one way. So I felt there in Kanipepumwa you use the opportunity to outline that these are ongoing projects. The best Roman paying. The Omana Nensama and Kofori Jinano Isiboni, if that is what he means, because on us we have taken the president out of context. On Omana on something different. But then we end up and the politician will go scot-free. Because in Krofunara mo kronum no eda mo ye na mo pray for development, you come on the air and try and just poo-poo everybody. Okay, and this is also the same thing. Also, they will end up the same, and that is the bane of this country, Mr. Speaker. On mampayina sama okay no nye da minuanum ezinkan. I mean, feel the inquiry about mampayina about rather, because you see, we need truthful politicians. Inti waka no kwara actually. He has been truthful.
Yeah.
So why are we chastising him? It is up to Amina Wode. Is that what we want to hear from a president? And take a decision. But mama ya yamo nya de aya so en kwarumpo akatado.
Kessben 92.9.
I mean, we've seen Trump before.
Yeah.
Trump is worse than Akufo-Addo in terms of his utterances. Donald Trump has been worse. But then people love him. I mean, we feel that if we want to speak truth to power, then you should expect that the person in power will also speak the truth. Why come you say tinta nya maybe unkoye baby? That's all no than 2 man on kasa ho. Finito. Inti sepedo kasa ho 2 man. That's the point he's making. And for me, I would rather say that yes, I mean, thank him for saying the truth. Wama ya de yehudu, wama ya tini ye. Ntami de mi the president in Kasamoa is because the president thinks them will GCP into on Kasamoa. As long as I remain there on Kasamoa. But if I want him to support me, I should go to him and get to closer to him. That's the one matter. The only thing that I find very strange is that in 2016, Tamo Mampeyin winning elections. Ojina pulpit na orakasa. Okade, he will be a father for all. He will be a president for Ghana and not a president for MPP. And where he wins elections. Because in a Kumfi one, President Nya 13,000 votes against the 16,000 of John Mahama. President Nya more votes than GCPP votes. 13,000. So if you have 13,000 votes from a particular place, now you to me free one. Hey, then Kafuna. Oh yeah, hey, 4,000 and 3,000. I can imagine. So I would want to urge all the leaders coming up in there. Don't come and tell us that you'll be a father for all when you don't intend doing so.
I see.
So in the beginning, he should have been more truthful. In the also, no credit a bakupe. President Akasa no call a bakupe. Then all I bet we taking him out of contest. No call no bakupe. No call no wakacha. There envote amamint musu me yi menwe efu. Maybe menwe efu modo. Why yankupon? I'm someone. It's where you name your food. So it's as simple as that. But on a more serious note, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
This is an election year. We hear all sort of promises and all sort of things. My wish in there it's not about what people will come in, because we know what people will come and say.
Okay.
But see our food to be too. You find 2 million citizens na in my yetitai. The yakwa so lie yakwa to aba. Na bana yer kwa to no. Mama yan dreams will be tiamo one day. Because the person will tell you there. May you menu if you would, because mimda mama was scattered. So what else do you want from me? After 6 or 7 years of a party being in power, you are boasting of 18 people and more than 1 military. Hey, in the minimum there or your party campaign strategy, then go for the do I get into the service. It is something that I should use to campaign. It's an achievement of a party. Then we didn't go for 18, but one question military. After 17 years.
But it's not been a facilitator now.
No, but it's what? It's an achievement.
Once somebody facilitates, Anna.
But Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
How many things haven't you facilitated? It be on go through. And on boy a particular community on grow. Inti yemi na wona na pay ya start ya list. Nkofo am 20 Ghana cedis. One man more 100 Ghana cedis or facilitation. Nkofo ya mo mumu. Nka ya list. Tin. These are your achievements. Should we? Is that what is this about? Is that what governance is about? Into the military and our security services, no
politics. Flooded with political activists.
And look at the result we are getting out of it. Why are we doing this to ourselves? We need to look at it. And this issue about sound mind and all those things. Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Dr. Nara Orba Abe Yeshumuno. When I can say built today. You see, there are some things I always say that they are fine. They are good. I would encourage it. We should be doing it. But then we set it up and it becomes an avenue for corruption. Until you set up there, Ebia, Kessben ha, Obayan Shushum, there, Obia Opedo Bezi or money no Dubian, Hana Wayan Shushum no.
Yeah.
You end up being the institution, we end up corrupting the institution. And we will not even believe any certificate coming from here. Because you go for it. Tax clearance certificates. Ask all the politicians. Tax clearance certificates is one of the biggest issues getting to elections. When you are filing for your nomination, tax clearance certificates, people pay as much as 50,000 Ghana cedis for tax clearance certificates. And it has become a serious avenue. And that is why Obiti the Chada and this is an watching. Oh, 90 Nigeria Watata.
And so on your mocha. I respond you.
Also on the one cow.
Yeah.
But Obedi one cow.
How?
You will see it. And that's what I'm saying there. On money, you see, we don't have a system that works. And can Chemo Obi Mbamba can presidential ambitions? Then all of a sudden you start talking about how much he owes GRA. In other jurisdictions, people even run to GRA offices. Now we acquire the file war tax. Ghana, I can't file war tax. Even a office in Panko, Equaha was in the wood jurisdiction or Waha, Equaha was or Waha. Ask business people what we are going through. So we don't have a system that seems to be working. Yes, system na one. It is being manually manipulated. yet we say we are doing a blue economy. A blue economy managed by digitalization. What happens?
All right, citizens, Silver Mommy.
I mean, Mr. Speaker, we need to look at some of these issues broadly. I'm paying the mobile about the kind of correction as Ghanaians there and to a manner on Kassan.
So say you're the other issues, and that means
issue baby.
Men got
They say security matters.
Security matters no.
Security. They want him saying, Richard.
Can't no one can.
Richard the man one.
Richard also known in Saka.
Oh, what in Saka? Okay, Nyashi. So, Ahmed Swale.
Ahmed Swale issues, the family ain't just so much happy. Or more raising concerns about the way our prosecution, investigation, and also police, air coso. Now they've raised issues about the fact that, the police administration keeps changing the CID, sir. One more necessary, one more to now. One more bringing finality to the investigation at air coso. Again, Osha NDC in Sua. There's a video as of I say for some time now. A free young cry. I believe there's more.
Yeah, man.
I will also be more so heavy. That's it.
They say I can't topics natural.
That's it. I will do there.
Yes,
and America, sir. Building Ghana talk. I say labor union and money honeymoon. Oba no fan resolving near.
I think that I'm in judge of mama. Now, I'm dealing with Ahmed issue no, because you know, so young could know that. Siga, a year one. Say, Oma Yitimi. I hear agents say criminal case, murder case like this. I think say the lifespan in court is about 50 years. Wow. The lifespan.
Lifespan of what?
Yeah, of a murder case and a criminal case, 50 years. And in the case can be in court, is not abusive phone, including the friend, the CID, will be our case and so. A issue as I see a shena yeka. It must be part of the reforms any progressive society would want to look at. Say how long necessary case a deal court. What I say? In as much as your pay justice must be seen to manifestly done. No? Yes, we must be concerned about the speed also. Because lawyers sometimes are deliberately frustrate the speed trials. And not or straight adjournment or no, yes, these are classic technicalities. No, we use a delay case. I think these are things the judiciary as a body. We say more drink cost or more money cost or more baby, so that it can take care of Sanima way. For how long? And as a say ultimate investigation pool area. Do you get it?
Yeah.
This one you have apprehended somebody's son. And I know there's no apprehension or more arrest will be in the case of Ahmed Swale. No, much amount for they did them arrest and then they released them. Do you get it? Oh,
they were suspecting people actually.
Until today, police and Catherine Trey and not the senior Busian Fabricate CID. Yes, a sour more. What is informing the change of CID? Is it the case? Is there Omuse Obanawe Ubia when you quite someone no one else yes a sound. Never Ubia or may be no, I didn't say. A bibia yenyi na as a mine your cassette here. You see, police for my yama yenjo muni this is na yenji court in they have a responsibility to save our image. obi ba obi abusiani obi kunu obi papa.
But I think in the last 5 years, yeah.
That is the issue. 5 years now. Oh dear, till when? Yakum MP, obi afudan yakostabu MP yakun till today. You see, I think that mo medal loss na nkasa no. Mo edwumaye.
No, but the issue is that the burden of proof,
it is not easy to prove murder
beyond reasonable
doubt. No, and not easy. Chena obe chewo prison, chena obe chewo remand. But with a good lawyer, you will eventually be set free, because it will be very difficult to establish that indeed you did this thing deliberately to kill. Yemfa I soja ni omoko kuno.
Denture
Boise. Amanfo aya chi omo aya some line na day in day out ye jaumo. We are releasing them because enya easy the burden of proving that indeed una waje na it was the intention to actually kill. A lawyer no netiado. Juma. Until let's think about it also.
Also being careful not to imprison somebody when
I agree.
You are also being careful. There, Uncle Banner there.
Even when the person has admitted. Me na maye. In the case of Sezi Dondo, we admit sometimes or say yes sumano. Till today, we are dilly-dallying with this case. And you know, I'm a swallow there. No,
somebody could also be saying that under compulsion.
Yeah. You see, Lord Nangaza na bend the cast sometimes. You know, some way. I say, okay. Some way. It's a food for the bourgeoisie.
Ben, my dear uncle.
Yes, speaker.
Yes.
I think that I'm a swally. Yenya nipa okono no. I don't blame anybody. I blame the Ghana Police Service. Because we omo murder charges and prosecutions are normally lower cases. Yeah, obi wa krabia say on any obi kon na pau na ya cheno prosecuting because I nipa no kroketu ama oni lawyer ntino. We are not magistrate no a sentence. But most of the high profile cases, the police has failed us. Maybe more example. You see, the murder of the Yana. Couldn't say Bepimine. Yenimini Pokun Yana. Yanchi Obianzo. Yachi Binukra Yachi Majamo. Because the police has no evidence. In free murder of Yana, there was this lady working at Ghana Ports and Harbour, Josephine something.
Yeah.
Honestly, Mensa, Kukuno. It has not been resolved. Fenech Ochri, entertainment, Yokuno, not resolved. Why? Rocco Frimpong. But a lot of high-profile, unresolved cases. Then I ask myself, police, dear Namoye, how do you gather your data? Dear Nehamo, is it that you are lacking some logistics, some human resource? There some intelligentsia and also some expertise to resolve some of these matters. If you lack them, you train new ones. Forensic department a week. One training, I think, Adibakwe Bebo Damparia Basso. So free swa to resolve some of these high profile murder cases. Doso. Yentiminchi ubia, the BH bin Ukraine, and I mean, you can Maxwell Muhammad Yewi, Yachib bin Gajam. It is not about the law. Because if the police do their work well, the law no and this will be pronounced judgment. It becomes easier for the law or the prosecutor. But the police one you it becomes difficult for the prosecutor to prosecute the matter. The extra police for Omuma resolve some of this, and they should make them priority cases because they are cases of national interest. And so you're in a priority case. Now, would you actually say, even Kadampari annually also report to us on Ameswali's case?
At the end, then it becomes very difficult. Ubetimia coming out if there is no substantial information I will gather.
No. So we need substantial information. Approach our babe kasachreyen, babi wodu, dia woye, dia opesa woye. Eno krama abusuano enya abutoyem ni some hope. Say at least nipa na okun omoba no. No omoba na benya justice. Because say abusuano subufu na ka say oh mama ye justice. Na yeso obi a suspecting say oni kun ye ba na yeso ye kodi na chi a it leads to some chaos. So information availability is key
in this whole process.
But the silence of the police, it causes some problem, and people will begin to think, say, be an police no crime you read the soberes of case, be an politician be then all these scenarios, but conspiracy theories no more. So I think that police, periodically they need to comment on some of these high-profile deaths. Ghana Post and Harbors, Fenech Ochre, they mean say na busu ya kra dia chese say dia akosi no ye nya nipa okunu nti ye refi. Wo. And these days there are a lot of those things in the minds of people. Say Ghana dia ojibi no bi kun a wa kun kwa wo. Wo busu nya justice. And I think the police must begin to work hard on this.
But it's serious because a lot of things are happening now. You expect the police to give out a report on that, yet they don't. It be a Castro issue, for instance.
Castro.
It's been how many years now?
More than 7 years. Anna?
More
than 7 years. And I say law no crash says 7 years no crash say do not say now you declare the person dead. And that's another the police has not spoken. Say no dear no yadru. Babi Moya couldn't say I think that even the police are they're forgetting the case of Castro. Oh no, they're forgetting right? But I'm telling you here, the difference between Abrofono, they may have their challenges, but they are more humanistic than us collectively. Individually, be a kwesibro who are on chia on yeshi, but they have a lot of empathy. Here, mamu plane America ni baako enyira okroma 5,000 years on babehwe no. Mamu plane ko irapo so 2,000. You say Malaysia airline ira is still people are on the sea searching for them. Oma dedicated a department say mon koso nhwehwe nkrofo yi till say be hu omo. Yeah, Ghana had 3 days. Na say yan hu ni poku 3 days asa. Police ID no kura refi, but we need to do some dedications. Say ye nipa we mona mo in charge of Fenech Ochre. Resolve the matter. Muntumi eduru ba be muntumi a mo de mo close docket nka say ye ntumi na be communicate ma Ghana for any abusuan say dia kodu no ye ntumi nya nipa oku no. It's very, very bad. Now to honeymoon. Me Madika Aka say
just about 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2024 elections. Nipo be winning, whether Baumia ne be winning, whether Mahama ne be winning, Minia. 2025 will be a Herculean tax for that president. Eyaduma kesiye. Because here, the unya idia mania, right? Una dia mania. Was say minor to a level that anyone, whether he's vice president, anyone or Beba in 2025 will suffer.
But when him challenges no more. I mean, Ohobia and Shell say Bedio Mampenny. So the presumption and they say you should have the solutions on hand side because the challenges, any issues.
You see, because of the way we do our politics, right? Sometimes you may say certain things jovially, right? But Obibefane say the Okan enya grow na wudi wani abre. I think that the honeymoon comment, I think ebiana okano se bia okan de adi agro se challenge dia de ni da ni mene de se one my period bia, and I think even the honeymoon na bia a period of solving a lot of challenges because se wanya sa period na even Baumia needs honeymoon. If they don't get that period and omuji akunwano 2025 agitations begin to come, Masa is going to cause a lot of problems to this country. And they will come because 2025 no say oji akonwa na say nagra started, UTAC started, TUC started, Obia started. Now one more period of relaxation to think of the right solutions to take is going to mess up this economy once and for all. Nti yesre nuanom whether Baumia ne be win 2025, whether Mahama ne be win, some of these agitations should be relaxed because on my no, they say don't pay no crassa. And we are in a serious crisis. So some of these strikes, agitations to me salary mu, to me compensation mu, increase allowances. I think 2025, most of them need to relax. Because 2025, first of all, unyaji akunyana ukutia debt.
Exactly.
Restructured bonds. You are going to pay them in 2025. Those are external debts. Those are, your friend is saying, Paris Club and some European debt, even some Chinese no kranka science. But the bonds you've sold, no, you've restructured local Ghanaians, individual bonds, no, you've restructured them to 2025. And 2025 also tia. Revenue sources were he. Ubi be close. We scanning shed and mabium. So say one ya sa vacation no any vacation in this sense, but sa one ya sa period na agitations ne ma bibre ma relax and take the right decisions. That's all modi beboma. We are going to mess this economy. I aim to resolve biom. So mama needs honeymoon. Bomia needs honeymoon. Anyone, even if shed and never win in 2025 needs honeymoon. They need that period of relaxation to think of the right solutions to solve this our problem. But say ya more period no na me say TUC for ne other yes nurses and midwife for say who solution that yes. You see sometimes, and that is the problem of MPP. You may have the solutions behind. But ubamua the reality must tell you to adjust your solutions. We don't want you to adjust your solutions. Uti achire no eyefo. But be uremu masa reality ni be chiro se challenge no I say, and to be frank with you here, because this government is in power and they who the mess. Let them be out of power.
You see a lot.
The state is in a total mess.
Okay. All right, my everyone citizens, so now in
I agree with the last words of Benjamin, but I don't agree a lot with his submissions. The last words, the country is in a mess, is true. Mr. Speaker, I can tell you on authority that our financial system, in terms of institutions, they are in a mess. Our banks, they are in a mess, but they can't speak. And I dare any finance person or Yejuma or bank don't make there. Ghana yen banking system now, we are not in a mess. We are in a mess, but they can't speak. Some banks are finding it very difficult to give you liquidity as we speak.
After clean up,
I'm telling you, we are in a mess. And that is why, for me, I think it was a wrong word to use. Maybe he wanted another word, but he didn't get the right word to use. The word honeymoon is not a suitable word for Ghana, for Ghanaians to hear now. Honeymoon, but no way. When you didn't know what you want.
Oh, Debbie.
Honeymoon. Sorry, so you are in the same thing.
Honeymoon simply means
that's honeymoon. When Marco honeymoon and I'm honeymoon. But I've retracted. On honeymoon, it's a more relaxed. It's a more relaxed environment.
And then focusing, planning ahead.
It's a more relaxed environment. You don't need a relaxed environment when you come in. You don't need it. The country is messed up. You can have a relaxed environment when you are sitting back now. So be in a honeymoon stage now to think about the country, no project there. If you are given the opportunity, what you are going to do. But when you are given the opportunity, that is not the time to do honeymoon. So that is the time to be in a hurry. That is the time to solve solutions.
Maybe you may be in a hurry and go and crash.
No, but Mr. Speaker, as I'm making there,
there's a precedent.
The word honeymoon, na Americano, it was a wrong word to be used. But I know that that's not what he meant. What he means in there, Mama Moon, but with demands to increase your salary
immediately,
now. Because you can't increase your salary, it's going to make a for the increase. So what he said, he meant well, but the right word itself is problematic. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, a period of unusual harmony, and I'm going to say harmony, especially following the establishment of a new relationship. Until
Ben, Mama go back and forth. As some I can, we really cry, defeat the whole thing. What I'm saying is the word he used was wrong, but then the intention is that he means well. The obi obezi or money do biano. O man paying crass in there. Ghana for yenya butter. Now he is standing at the corner. It can't mean butter. It means give me some space so that I can work. And truly, every president from 2025, even for now, needs a little bit of time. It's not me. I've always been agitating there. 4 years, them. No. It is not enough. At least for me, a minimum of 5 years is better. But 4 years, the first year, you are not going to pick your ministers. It is obi them now man time. How would he pick his ministers to start getting on the ground, seeing the actual situation? I've been there in the 2025, the actual situation and the mess. It will take them time. So yes, every president, will need time, but the word honeymoon connotes more of a relaxed attitude and all those things. It starts match na Ghana yakobo match na siyakwa yamo honeymoon na yenjawo na one relax honeymoon. Honeymoon stage na se wa show bear for how they be back na ba beteto. So I think we need that mentality there as Ghanaians this time around. Yeah, no munsu train ope. And we are not going to give anybody that too much of a relaxed environment because we've been doing that over the years. What's the previous government has bequeathed a bad economy to us. So now we are going to chance now build a solid foundation. Solid foundation you and I should be interested in building a nationalistic agenda for Ghana. There was a plan there on your political party manifestos. But if we have a national agenda and a national plan, there is already a line that we are towing. So you come and build on. But Obi Bana Wabasha say, into bring your cocoa rules. Is about contracting na into roads are almost complete. You leave it to rot, and then we go and find another money to go and start those roads. E-blocks Ogua. You could have easily completed and then add on rot before you go and find another money and say you are doing expansion in schools. These are the things that ensure continuity. But we don't need a relaxed period, cooling off period for anybody. No. We should be active enough. I thought today IGP also set up cold case unit. Cold cases unit. There are some issues that over the years, homicide issues are it's been there for 10, 15, some of them 5, 2, 3 years. Either or gain any momentum in our so that they are still a unit that is looking into it. See, we must understand that it takes a lot of time. Sometimes cases it can take about 30 years, then you find offenders. But find offender and offender He's no more existing. But then you get to know the truth. Because over time, sometimes we just won't work can be. So we might be sitting here thinking that the police investigation is not going on or is dead or something. Police might not be probably investigating that issue, but assembly and be in connection with another crime can even lead to finding out about the other things. We should ask the right questions like we are doing. It is okay to ask that what is happening. The police unit, the court cases unit should be up and doing to sometimes or one brief or engage the families involved so that some of these communication could be managed.
That's it. Final words now.
Speaker, final words autopsy report.
For former president.
Now, when the word to me say over demanded the autopsy report
of a former
of a dead person, you can say for the purposes of education. I think say in law, it must be someone who is authorized legally and as a next of kin. Do you get it? And a bit autopsy report figure. As far as I am concerned, you'll be medical history. And yet document you give to front page and now you publish it on social media. And tenya dia you budja na you dia chirabusia phone as you near cool family. Very few people are more concerned and usually they get to see autopsy report. And unfortunate, say former president who was in office, now ye treating you as if you say or your ordinary person be, and the way we are entino. A man first suspect he said there's a foul play somewhere, therefore omu here autopsy report. Now omu dia make it. I think a unnecessary is a unnecessary waste of time. But the president, my name is so near be see so.
Do you think Kwame Appiah Kubi is just finding something to be relevant?
Speaker, look for Kwame Appiah Kubi interview our grantee here. A brother professor means who are no more castle, no Kwaku, fan Kwaku pick up more. Kwaku said he even spelled ambulance. Kwaku said no, yeah, fan ambulance. He spelled ambulance in that interview. You see, there were physicians, professors. They were standby. Omudeniko ICU. Do you get it? They did all they have to do, but it couldn't work. So Kwaku should not be the one leading this campaign. For me, I think say a serious crowd now. Immediate people around Professor Mills should be those answering questions, and that includes Kwaku Appiah Kubi, because Kwaku was one of Professor Mills' right-hand person. Or two are no team. Kwaku did Professor Mills go to America or Tamak Sono when he was sick. Who did he know? Said the old man says no yare. No, we want to make it look as if so being so being a cool Professor Mills say so. Go straight forward. You see, it's our cowardice near my be a unyao. But minimum say what now we way. But let's deal with it and let's stop hiding behind autopsy report. As the autopsy report, then Rebecca, cardiac arrest. They were failing and young Cassie Diana Bonacuno, and as almost young Prentual and dear friend in crime. Then it means that the people around him, the security details and what have you are waste, we are useless. Say Obina Timia force wakum President Mills. That means say the ADC soldier for no more training one share in our sub Nico Kwani the Honeymoon. No more you have been more training one share. Do you get it? I think say Nanadu Danko Kufuago. You are president today. I don't think so. You will expect so China be be better demanding report and what have you. They must say so
because of politics.
Because so into your bookie your more banners way no more debate. This is not the appropriate forum for you to come and ask me upe autopsy report at 37. That is it. Call them bluff. Upe autopsy report at 37. Upe autopsy report at AMA. Because omone mass I see omudi and say if there was nothing showing Sabapane, actually they wouldn't have done that. Not a trust, but to say a legitimate in what sense? Can anybody at all get up and start asking for autopsy report?
Okay, all right. Ben, just 1 minute.
The topics here mood, but you will summarize. I don't blame Kwaku. I blame the respondent. I don't blame Kwaku. I blame Kwaku. I blame Kwaku and then Nipa Besa blame on Kuku. Kuku Anyido. All right. I don't know him that much and I don't blame him. But
you don't know Kuku Anyido?
No, I don't know him. I see, as a person, I've decided to follow some people in Ghana and also decided to follow the news about some people in Ghana. I think Kuku in recent times is not someone that I even encourage a little person to follow. And I also think that know him well, no. I was not expecting the president to receive him. Right? I was not expecting the president to receive him. But as I said earlier, no, all our leaders need some kind of mental status examination. Right? And I'll repeat it. We need it because if we don't do some of these things, some of these entertainments are not good for our governance system. Right? And some of these guys should not be entertained whatsoever in any of the media houses. And I must also blame you, the media, for giving, I don't know, because of these days sensationalizing pace marching, we allow some of these guys to continue to parade themselves as some people, and then we call them to discuss some of these issues. Maakye Kubi, a lot of this thing. You are working with a man. We were his right hand man. One also in the hospital. After hospital, I didn't know one day autopsy report in every hospital for no. And even if you need an autopsy report, is the president now? I didn't know the family home as a family. Moment the autopsy report no. Right, and at that point, I was expecting the president to put him right, and he failed again.
The president failed again.
He failed to put him right. My brother, you were with him. You see, this whole idea of elections and agenda setting, unnecessary agenda settings must stop. Right? Elections and unnecessary agenda settings now will be I could share because election 2020 for a bar into Yanko can say, name made they say when a kun when a year say, when a kun now evidence a focal court. Let the police begin investigations. But so only evidence be some of these childish comments, autopsy, then. Are you a family member? Are you even a family? Has he published his son's death autopsy report to Ghanaians? Daughter. Has he published it to Ghanaians? I was reading about, I tried reading about him yesterday, and I'm saying, has he published it to Ghanaians? I know because he be a public person, but he's a public person. Seriously, in conclusion, I strongly, not even think, based on evidence, I strongly believe that, believe is the right word. I know that most of these guys will be obey Panyibi or Krumha. Whether secretary to the executive secretary to the minister, the secretary to the president, anybody closer to leadership must go through some mental status examination to check them well.
All right,
Mr. Speaker.
Chief.
Oya mi ya ode mpeyimfunya akukudur. Sora na pa fakal. Wofi otam. Wopa Winneba Junction. Washa traffic a wode ma fi Akuti Junction. Bisi malam. Na wakwa Benekesim. Sheye kwani ifi kwani ya kaswa Budumbram Queen Morty. Wakwa Benekesim well sabi bunyansa mba wotri mo wan country man penyin de.
That is too much. That is a strong word. Nyansa mom mutrim say.
Oh, so man kade wonyim nyansa. Miss Dam nyansa no wamba.
That is too strong.
Okay, the madwen namba. So no. Oh, Mr. Speaker.
Me deal.
There kwan do nye ifi won crane. Bondholders bread. Paying na yankukra picket or Ministry of Finance. They couldn't go and ask these things. But then, what could be for autopsy report? The Munkrof a line on up. Nay be someone there. BBI okay. BBI okay, so we need to interrogate them because they know something you and I do not know. Because if not, I don't think that at this point in time they will do that. Mr. Speaker, meetings. How many of them comes out? Video come out. So why this particular one? It was for a particular agenda.
Even if you are going there, they take all your phones.
You understand? How come a video came out? It's for a particular agenda.
We do security checkpoint there before
exactly.
Your phones.
Into but we know that we are in an election year, everything is possible.
Okay.
Autopsy report them working. There, even my health me call hospital. Na me funde me book na doctor of Philip a woman there me health report na do woman about I can see you for it. The same way as a family, it's not anybody because even me mami we know if we want an autopsy report. I, as part of the next of kin, we need to dedicate a representative because autopsy on easy to look at, be there when they are doing autopsy. Or papa impanim, so based on the family, Mamu decided the me impen ye mawako. Say a card mana. I see he was there at 37. No way. And you there in our ministries, if we want information in our ministries today, what's the right to information bill? We should go through certain procedures and you have to pay for the information. ministries na ye taxes otria na ye pay information ye dey inform the people or ye abobra na ye tax about what is going on. Look at the processes you need to go through. But yet we pede omampanyina wewu obi ne de hia wewu no ne autopsy report or the newspaper mo man say na working. We should give the dead some respect.
Thank you. And this is a wrap for the week. Joe comes up next with midfield action. We need a Kwame Appiah Kubi on behalf of the team. I say a very big thank you for staying through with us from Monday up until now. Joe is up next with midfield action together with the entire sport team. Stay with him and the rest of our program. Stay blessed throughout the weekend. I don't tell you any Joada. You best answer them about Abba. Show was produced by Richard Appiah Sapo, Fifi, and Afi Andy. Good morning, Ghana. We are out of here.